I'm Nomi, human potential expert, self-actualization coach, and author. And this is the 6th part of my leadership series. And hopefully you watched some of them. If you didn't, go ahead and watch because they really link to each other. We all want to be the leaders of our life. If we are not the leaders of our inner space, inner being, we cannot be the leader of our life. And to be able to do that, we have to learn some tools. We have to learn some ways of doing that. It's not something that we have naturally necessarily. If you are not the leader of your feelings, your actions, your behavior, your state of mind, you are a follower. You're actually a victim of your inner state. You are in survival mode. You're not in thriving mode. It's very important to establish a good leadership, inner leadership, and establish a strong inner sense of self. We need that to achieve the kind of fulfilling success and well-being that we all are so longing for. In this leadership series, I have been sharing with you principles and some tools to create that state of inner leadership, inner strength, and inner well-being. I use my method and my program, Gates of Power, to help people do just that. Gates of Power method is a very holistic and effective path to take you from compromised living to optimized thriving. You will be shown how to leverage your challenges, because your challenges can be a very great source of power for you. Challenges are not bad. They need to be utilized properly, and they can become power. So you leverage your challenges, you leverage your gifts, your talents, your abilities, and you create the best version of yourself, so you can create the best life that you dream and long for. That's the whole idea of this life. In the other videos, I spoke to you about the 3 aspects of the self, those 3 parts inside of us that need to be harmonized and need to be led by one specific part of us, which is our expanded self. So I spoke about how I coach people to identify that part, their expanded self, and I offer them a lot of tools how to give that part the ability to be the leader, the parent, the guide, the best friend of you. And you means all your other parts, which is your emotional self and your defensive self. So you have all these 3 parts of you. You have them working together, being nurtured, being healed, being strengthened by your expanded self. Today, I would like to mention the other very important component of Gates of Power method, and that is the 7 gates of power. What are those 7 gates of power? The 7 gates of power are the 7 areas of your life. You want to imagine yourself as a diamond. The diamond has 7 facets, and it has a brilliant light living within the diamond, which is the light of your spirit living within you. Now, those facets of the diamond need to be clear for you to be able to shine through. The 7 gates of power are the gate of the body, the gate of emotions, the gate of dialogue, which is your relationships with yourself and others, the gate of creative expression, gate of you being creative, you being spontaneous and enjoying yourself, playful. The gate of life path, which is the gate of understanding where you're going. What's your purpose in this life? What are your big lessons in this life? What is your contribution? The gate of silence, prayer, meditation, and spiritual understanding. And the gate of knowledge, the gate of learning anything new about yourself, about others, about life. All knowledge leads you to the knowledge of life and living. So these are the 7 gates. And as I said before, just like facets of a diamond, they all have to be cleared. They all have to be energized. Now, when we are leading from a defensive state, all these get affected. If you are being defensive, and you don't even know it sometimes, leading with a defensive state means you are going to be somewhat contracted and distrusting of yourself and others and life. That will affect your body. You will have tensions and stresses, and you might not know why they're there and how to get rid of them. Obviously, the gate of emotions is going to be affected. Your emotions are being blocked. You're leading your life defensively, so you're not going to let yourself feel your emotions freely. The gate of dialogue, relationships with self and others, is going to be affected because you're not being authentic. You're not being free. You're not being spontaneous. The gate of creative expression, of course, is going to be affected. You're not playing in life. You're not joyful. You're not free. The gate of life path, where are you going? What's your purpose? What's your contribution? Definitely is affected because you're not really looking at that, really. You're looking at how do I survive? How do I stay safe? How do I impress people? So that's a whole other state of mind. Gate of silence is affected. Gate is the gate of spiritual understanding and meditations, prayer. It's very hard to be quiet and still when you are confined, when you are stressed all the time, when you are worried, concerned. The gate of knowledge is also affected. So as you can see, all these gates are affected. We, in the Gates of Power program, clear and energize all these areas of life. They work together. They are very interconnected. So we work on them simultaneously. Everything is being optimized as we go along. And you need that to feel whole and strong. So this is a path that is the most comprehensive, holistic, and total that you can find. Everything is being taken care of. Your inner state.